3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. I'm Ashley Conrad. Joining me today,
Brittany Bull
and
Matt Hochreber.
And we are here today with some new stuff. So we're on site at the new location of our newest sponsor, Celebrations Party and Event Rental, with our new friend, not mine. Did you know him?
No, we've known each other.
Okay, all right. So he's not really a new friend, but Matt.
That's Quincy.
Yeah, right. Everybody knows everybody. Matt, so you are, I don't want to say new, but relatively new owner of Celebrations, right?
Yep, January 2023.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Yes.
very cool. And of course, your wife Abigail, and I call her she might. So they're my cousins. Full disclosure, it's like a family
Who
affair around
isn't
here. I know,
your
right?
cousin?
Yeah. So we know everybody. But January 2023, you bought Celebrations, and did you know what you were getting yourself into?
Nope.
No.
No clue.
Yeah.
No clue. It was. I thought just a rental business, and it's a lot more.
Yeah.
So it definitely consumes you.
Yeah, but you guys are doing great things, not the least of which is you've moved into a totally new location here at 1028 Jersey.
Yep.
And when you first walk in, the place is gorgeous, but we'll share more about that in just a minute. But you're also our newest...
Oh, our birthday of the month sponsor. Thank you for doing that. We missed that for a month, and I'm glad to have it back. We had a lot of entries for our birthday of the month, and sounds like Matt really did it up.
Yeah.
What are the prizes for the birthday of the month?
It'll be a $30 gift card to 8 Open and a $25 gift card to Sweet Treats.
Local,
and you can use
local.
it. You can use it at any of our locations too. So.
Really?
Awesome.
That's awesome. And of course,
Sweet and savory.
I was going to say it hits everything that you could want, which is so awesome. So thank you again for doing that. When she started talking about Celebrations and having you guys be the sponsor, I was like, well, duh. It just kind of goes hand in hand because of course you want to celebrate birthdays. But tell us a little bit about what Celebrations Party and Event Rental, what's your specialty?
We specialize in linens, dinnerware, plates, glassware, napkins, tablecloths, and tents, tables, chairs. Just basic stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's so you focus on wedding, or is it
any event?
Any event.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it doesn't have to be a large, extravagant event.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, we had a birthday party for Claire, my oldest, not too long ago, and Matt here gave us all the tables and chairs, which they're all in really good shape, which isn't something that you expect from, a big party rental place, but you guys really, you focus really heavily on quality and optics of things.
Yep, and once the inventory gets older, we try to, fade it out and get new stuff in.
Yeah.
So that's one of our big things, is try to keep everything in tip-top shape so it's not breaking when it goes out.
Yeah.
Occasionally you have a new chair break, but that very rarely happens.
And you guys do, so again, walking through the door, hopefully we'll see, people will see the floral wall, which is something new that you've brought. But just looking around, it's just a beautiful space full of what I feel like could be anything that you want for any party, big or small.
Yep.
So when you moved to this new location, what was your thought behind, so you were out by the mall originally.
Yep.
Which was an okay space.
It's convenient.
Yeah, but I feel like here maybe you have more.
Yep, we have more space, and then it's the accessibility for loading in and out is a lot easier for us, and getting stuff to people quicker. And then we're also close to a lot of our venues we rent to each week. So
I didn't think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It moved us a little bit away from a couple of venues, but it hasn't really hurt us really any. I mean, it just added a couple dollars on delivery. So
yeah, but you guys do deliver.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Anywhere within an hour.
Okay.
So, and sometimes we go a little bit further than an hour, but I try to keep it, at least an hour.
So I mentioned, this being a family affair. Sometimes my mom helps out, and she, I know the rest of the family comes in and pitches in. When you were redoing the shop, it really was, all hands on deck. I know you had, your nephews helping, your kids helping. So it just lends to the fact that you guys want everybody to have the best event that they can have.
Yep.
And if that means that you don't, let's say somebody comes in and they're asking for something that you don't have.
We definitely try to outsource and find it. So I'll even go to the competition and get it for them if that means getting them exactly what they want.
Really?
Yeah, we have a wedding in September that I'm outsourcing chairs out of Chicago. So
okay,
because they didn't like the 5 or 6 or 7.
Yeah.
You have so many options.
Yeah, I try to keep a bunch of different options. I'm trying to add stuff daily, and each year I try to increase on something major. So if I don't have it, I'll definitely find somebody that has it, or I'll at least try to.
Yeah, that's excellent. So if somebody walks through the door, okay, let's say I'm coming through the door and I'm like planning a wedding, and I want, I don't really know what I want, right? I don't know that I would expect you to help me like design my wedding, but do you offer that?
Designing the wedding, we would refer you to a couple of our wedding planners.
Okay.
After that, then if it's like a tent wedding, then we have a program that we can, make you a layout of what your wedding could look like with your tables and chairs, dance floor. After that, then we can refer you to any makeup artist that we deal with normally or floral. But if we don't do it, I'll definitely refer you to someone that
Somebody that
Yeah.
can.
Got a guy for
Yeah, I was gonna
everything.
We
say
try to.
you jump from tents and tables and chairs to makeup, and I'm like, okay, that spans right. That
Yeah.
runs the gamut of pretty much everything you could think on your wedding day. So if you don't offer it, the guy, but you also do you help people out when you mentioned budget earlier, right? Because everything's freaking expensive anymore.
Yeah.
So when someone comes in and they have this idea, but that it's not really in their wheelhouse, where do you take them?
So what we do is we have a bunch of different things in-house. So if you don't have the budget for a DJ, then we have like a small PA system that you can plug your phone into and make your own DJ. It is what it is at that point to where if that's all you're allowed. But if you don't want to do the big extravagant wedding of 200 people and only want to have a small ceremony and do 10 chairs and stuff like that, I can take care of that also. I don't have a limit on what you need to rent. So.
Gotcha. So big or small, you take care of it all, right? I mean,
I try to.
Yeah, that's
Try to.
really cool. I didn't mean to rhyme that. That sounded a little
That was
ridiculous.
really good,
It was
actually.
ridiculous.
I was like,
I probably stole it from somebody, so don't like sue me or anything. But yeah, I think it's really important. As of course we mentioned, it's everything's expensive, but it's important to be able to sit down with someone and kind of talk through these things because
It's overwhelming.
it is. And when you're starting out, I don't think you really know what all goes into it. So to have somebody who knows everything that you need, but not only that, but can offer from kind of the top tier to your basic level, and doesn't matter how many people, which I think is great.
Yeah.
Is it what's trending right now? So I know at one point it was like farmhouse weddings and tent. Is that still a thing?
So the biggest thing we need to find out from the bride is if they're more elegant, they want their wedding reception elegant or rustic. So
Okay.
that's the biggest two right now. So as long as we have that kind of idea in mind, then we can move from there and figure out more like dishes, or if you want something that's bright white versus a barn siding, like a cupcake stand.
Yeah.
So we know which one to offer you. That way we know kind of which way to go.
Yeah. So it kind of starts there. Like, what's your theme idea, right?
What is the weirdest theme
Yeah.
that you've ever seen? I guess don't say it because
Yeah, we don't want to
Never
say it, but
Yeah.
I'm sure there are. I mean, everybody has different tastes, but the important part is that you guys can help.
Yeah,
You can help everybody.
Yep.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. Again, your space here is amazing. We're going to be here every month. So,
Exciting.
yeah, we're going to talk about some things. But real quick, let's shout out a big congratulations to your brother who just tied
Got
the
married.
knot,
Yep.
right?
Yep, he's actually on his cruise right now.
Yay! Okay, so shout out to David and Caitlin. So I think you can see some of the decorations that they have helped with here. It just is gorgeous, right? I saw some pictures of it, and I was like, of course, Celebrations did that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's amazing. So yeah, I can't wait to come back and learn about more things that you offer. Check out your new place. But I do recommend everybody come check it out. Any party, any size, anything you need, Matt and Abby and crew here at Celebrations can help. And thanks again for sponsoring the birthday of the month. I know we got to pull the name.
We do have to pull down to one.
All right. So do we know, I mean, we had a lot of people this time.
Yes.
Okay. And it's for...
I think it's because it's new, too.
Yeah.
Anybody likes new things.
This is for June or July?
This is for
June.
June. Okay. All right,
Anybody
cool.
in the month of June.
Okay.
So even if your birthday hasn't happened, you can comment.
Yeah.
Then my daughter wrote out all the names, so let's really hope that we can
Shout out to
her.
Mayla for doing that,
yes,
though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right.
You gonna dig it out?
Yeah.
Okay. If you can't read it, I will, or try to.
Alicia Rose's son.
Alicia Rose's son.
On June 11th.
Okay, well there you go. Congratulations, Alicia Rose's son. Hopefully you share with your mom because
sweet and savory.
Sweet and savory, right? And one of the things that you wanted to touch on before we head out, wedding planning.
Yeah, a lot of more people are planning further out. So the sooner you get in to plan, is the better chance to have something you actually want. We have planned in 7 days a wedding, but a lot more.
In 7 days?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And it's very hard just because you get whatever's on the shelf, basically. So there's a lot more brides coming in that are planning, further into 2025.
Eloping, I would consider it eloping.
Yeah.
7 days, really, I'd be like, but for those of you who don't want to spend the time toiling over decisions and, things that could happen, if you come in, you get what's on the shelf and there you go.
Yeah.
That's easy, right? But more and more brides are, and grooms, right? We don't want to leave them out because they are a big part of the planning anymore, right?
Yep.
Which is a good trend. We like to see that happening. But they are planning more and more because, of course, we know lead times. Everything takes longer to get. You want to make sure that you're getting the right stuff. And then if there's a hiccup, you have time to change it.
Yep. Venues are booking up fully in 2025 also.
True.
So that's another hard one. If you want a specific venue, then you have to make sure you're on their list. So
yeah.
What are your hours here?
10 to 5 Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and 10 to 2 on Saturday.
Okay.
We're closed Tuesday and Sunday.
Awesome.
Nice. So yeah. Well, thank you for letting us in on your day off. Technically, right? Yeah, that was really cool. I can't wait to come down again and learn more about what you can offer. 1028 Jersey, come in, check it out. Come in and have a conversation with Matt or Abby. They know their stuff. They know what they're doing. They have everything you could possibly need, right?
Yeah. If we don't, we can find it.
There you go. Perfect. I think on that note, we got Coffee Talk next.
Yeah, we do.
All right. Well, stay tuned for Coffee Talk.
Kelly's has been a fun place to eat and drink in Quincy since 1982. A fun and friendly atmosphere, food with flavor, homemade cinnamon rolls, and famous cheese soup, the best menu in town. Kelly's, 2902 Broadway, Quincy.
The Tower, a great place to meet and eat. But did you know the Tower has one of the finest drink selections in our area? Along with its incredible Mexican menu, the Tower specializes in tequilas for every taste. Names like Patron, Cabo Wabo, and Hornitos. And don't forget the margaritas. On Mondays and Tuesdays, stop by and pick up a single topping pizza and get Tower margaritas to go. Enjoy the Tower at home or in our dining room, bar area, or the Tower's signature climate-controlled porch. The Tower Pizza and Mexican in Quincy.
Are you looking for the perfect venue for your next special event? Check out Utopia Event Center.
Utopia has a large banquet room and an awesome bar area, perfect for anything from birthday parties to formal corporate meetings. It also offers a photo booth, stage for a DJ or a live band, and a fully stocked bar, all for only $300. Check us out at utopiaeventcenter.com or call Barn at 217-430-6559 for more information. Utopia Event Center, 900 North 12th Street in Quincy.
Instant Replay is your local sports bar. With 18 big screen TVs, we have all the sports packages from college games to pro games. We offer daily drink specials, and come check out the Bullpen, our newly renovated beer garden. Instant Replay, 2739 Chestnut in Quincy.
Welcome to the Abbey, a Quincy tradition. With 6 big screens, a new larger kitchen, and now more seating capacity, the Abbey is the place to be before, during, and after the big game. Come enjoy fan favorite appetizers, steaks, burgers, and a variety of daily food and drink specials. Can't join us? Carryout is available too. Now with a convenient drive-up window to better serve you. 1736 Spring in Quincy. Opens at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. Come join all your friends at the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
And we're back. Now it's time for Coffee Talk. I feel like we're still doing that wrong. Anyway,
I think it sounds beautiful.
Yes. And before we get going here on, of course, the headlines and what's going on in our fantastically busy lives, we forgot to shout out Celebration's phone number. How dare we? It's 217-224-4763. And these beautiful babies right here,
coffee cups,
brought to you by Celebrations. Also, the Coffee Within, brought to you by EFB.
Yes.
So thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors, because I don't know that we would be able, we wouldn't be able to do this without them. We wouldn't be able to do it without the people like you who listen to our nonsense,
But thank you for listening.
Yeah, we appreciate it. So do we want to roll into headlines, or you want to talk about what's going on in your life?
Let's just take it easy for a minute and talk about what's going on in my life.
Yeah.
But it's not that easy. I have a dilemma. I made a Facebook post yesterday on my personal Facebook that we have a fox family.
Yeah.
It's the same recurring female, I think, because it's kind of in their nature to come back to their den. The den is located in the bluff somewhere around our area. But you can hear them, and we can see them all the time.
They're always around your yard.
Yes.
I think it's incredible. It
is. It really is. It's majestic. It's
Yeah.
cool. It's not something you see every day. However, they've brought us, kitten parts and baby rabbit legs, and I don't really know what else. But I have a 10-pound dog that would be,
Piggy.
Piggy Smalls.
Yeah.
Pup Mafia.
We cannot have him going missing by these sly little foxes.
No. So I don't know what to do. I don't want to, I really don't want them to go away, but at the same time.
Yeah, you do, because eventually their majestic beauty is going to encroach into something that you don't want to have to deal with.
I know. I will be sad.
Yeah.
I found out, though, when we saw them, we saw 3, and I was trying to figure it out if it was a family, because one looked about the same size as the other. Fun fact, fox dads stay with the moms and raise the pups throughout the season, throughout the summer.
As they should.
Yeah.
Yeah. But those moms need a break, man.
I mean, that's, I think, kind of unique in the animal world.
Yeah.
It happens on some other species.
Sure. I didn't
it's
know
kind
that.
of cool. And then the pups usually go out on their own, I guess in the fall, but it's very common for them to then come back to their own breeding ground, where they were bred.
Yeah.
So
you're never getting rid of them.
Yeah.
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 So it's kind of cool. Now, I know there's a lot of misinformation out there about is it foxen? Why do I always want to say foxen? Because of oxen?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think it's just foxes. Is it foxes? Shani Wayne says foxes.
I think so.
Well, foxen sounds better, so foxen shall be known from henceforth. Anyway, I know there's a lot of misinformation. Can you do our local animal control?
Okay, I would highly doubt it. I haven't attempted that yet, because 9 times out of 10, whenever you call animal control, they can't really help you for some reason. I don't know. I always hear
Maybe you should
stories.
call Western Illinois Veterinary Clinic?
Maybe they can help me.
Yeah.
They ended up, let's just move on into some headlines.
Look at that segue.
Dang.
Get it. Cheers.
Okay, so Western Illinois was granted the animal control contract, the one that we were talking about on the last Coffee Talk. I know some people were there to speak on it again this week. They felt that their, companies or organizations didn't have a fair shot at the contract.
Right.
But according to the mayor, everything was done legally and done as processed. They did decide, instead of doing a 1-year contract, that they're going to do 5.
5 years.
5 years. So Western Illinois
like, pew!
is where you call. So
Yeah.
hopefully, I don't know if Western Illinois takes foxes.
That is a good question. Maybe we need to contact them.
I know.
Because even if they don't take them, maybe they know how you can
Relocate them.
or steer them away from your property.
I ordered some garlic pellets.
Yeah.
Apparently that's pet friendly and safe. The other thing that was suggested was a solar light or something.
Oh. I don't know if
that's
going to deter.
I don't think so either, but...
And garlic, unless they're
vampire foxes.
Foxen.
Listen,
yeah.
I'm just crossing my fingers that the first round of Amazon order or whatever that I got...
It works. It does the trick.
Yeah, it's probably not going to.
Well, good luck, and in the meantime, get a lot of pictures and keep Piggy up.
Yes.
Speaking of keeping Piggy up, so we all know that it's hot. We know that 4th of July is coming up. So real quick... I'll get on my soapbox about hot weather and animals who are outside. We all know that some animals stay outside. Just make sure they have adequate shade, adequate water. And those little plastic dog houses, stick your hand in there for a few seconds and tell me that you want to stay in there all day, right? Also, hot cement. So when you're taking your pets for a walk, if you can't hold your hand on cement for over 5 seconds, without it burning your hand, it's hurting your dog's paws, right? So don't do that. Also, 4th of July coming up, it's a premium time for animals, especially dogs, to run. So I'm not saying don't shoot off fireworks because we all love to celebrate America, right? But just be aware of animals around you and be courteous if your neighbor calls and says it's freaking their dog out or they ran. Help a neighbor out, right?
Yeah.
And just be aware of these things because as humans we got to help each other out, but we also got to look out for our little animal friends.
Yeah.
Right?
And if you are a pet owner and your dog does have fear of fireworks, remember that you're their owner, their parent. Don't go off and leave them alone to be scared. Get
them some puppy earmuffs
or something. I don't know.
No, I don't know.
You took on the responsibility.
Yeah, so it is our responsibility as pet owners to make sure our pets are safe, comfortable. I just want to shout that out there.
That's what their purpose is. For us.
And they got a little short life, and they're always here for us. So make sure we're doing the best for them, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to my Aunt Amy, who is always doing good things for animals, including getting this little pup, Nicholas. His owner passed away, unfortunately, but she found an amazing home for him. She's constantly advocating. Shout out to Aunt Amy and the Quincy Humane Society and Nicholas and his new family. If you're looking to adopt, make sure you do that. But yeah, make sure you keep your animals safe, and I'll get off my soapbox there.
I liked your soapbox better than mine.
No, it's great. I think it all goes hand in hand. You got the foxen, and you got Piggy Small, so you got to keep, I'm glad to know that you're not just out there, just trying to eradicate the fox, because it's all important to the ecosystem, right?
Yeah. Speaking of eradicating.
Yes. Segue number 2, baby.
Yeah. We're so good at this.
Yes. Getting better.
The dome is scheduled. When I say the dome, it's the sludge dome down by the river. The dome is scheduled for demolition.
Yeah.
But, and it is proposed that it might be the new site for an amphitheater under the Riverfront Master Plan project. However, a lot of commentators have been saying, why not Lincoln Park? Why wouldn't we choose that for the amphitheater? We just saw the Gym City Concert Series go down successfully.
I love that. That was a good one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Successfully.
Let's shout out Scott Edlin real quick and crew, because I feel like with all the talk about TIF and things that the city is helping with, I think Scott and his crew did this pretty much on their own with the help of some sponsors and, dedication and effort. And
I think he did get some.
Did he get some?
Okay, well, good. And rightfully so.
Yeah,
because that was what
the tourism.
Yeah, Bet on Q was intended for.
Well, good. I'm glad he did. Sorry for misspeaking, but I still want to shout out that effort because it's incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible what they're doing.
It didn't look like it was Quincy. It was crazy.
Looked pretty damn amazing to me. Yeah, so kudos to that crew. I didn't mean to cut you off. But anyway,
I'm giving it back to you because you have to tell the people the Sludge Dome Amphitheater idea.
Okay, so you might knock this, and I'm no engineer, so I could just be off the wall here and out of my mind, which is nothing new. But okay, so the sludge thing, to me it looks like you just cut the top off, cut the thing in half, and then you have that curved back for the backdrop of the amphitheater, and you still have a little landmark of Quincy.
Yeah.
Hey, what do we think?
I mean, I think it's a great idea.
If it's doable.
But it's probably not doable.
It's probably not, because I don't know what sludge entails, but that word...
sounds icky?
Yeah.
Probably toxic, too.
Probably, and I don't want to be in charge of cleaning it, so if that's the case... If I gotta bring my help to create this solution, nix it, right? But I do think it would be cool. And I do like the idea of an amphitheater, and I like the idea of live music being brought to Quincy. Yeah, I think there's some good stuff. Of course, there's always some questions about riverfront development. People who may or may not agree with it, people who may agree with it but don't agree with the funding, people, there are all sorts of cogs in that whole decision-making process and bringing it to life. But I do think that it's one more headline that we should always be talking about because it's something that's still in the works.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then other headlines.
2 more headlines. David Adam wrote 4 stories from City Council. He broke it down for us.
Way to go, David. Making us all look bad.
Yeah, way to go, David.
Yeah. No, good
so
job.
The third story that I stumbled upon was the 54th Street development.
Yep.
And I think it was your special.
Your special?
Yeah, well.
I was the host. You were the creator.
It was really informative.
Yeah.
I was so happy with the way that, it went down. I really, really hope everyone does get a chance to watch it.
Me too.
At least the people that are making this decision.
Sure.
Because a lot of good points were made. And a lot of good points were made last night at council, too. So go ahead and read David's story. They ended up tabling that decision for, I think, another
3. I think it was 3 weeks.
Okay.
I think it was 3 weeks. At least a week. We know
also,
that, so.
because that development is in the process of negotiations.
Yeah.
And they said, even in the story, we don't know what the new, project will look like.
Yeah.
But it sounds like they're making it different.
Yeah,
so.
and I think it's a perfect example of, sometimes it doesn't have to be black or white. Sometimes negotiations come into play, and sometimes when people's voices are heard, it can make a difference. So again, what we're always preaching, if you have an opinion, make sure it's heard at the city council meetings.
Yes.
On some of these headlines. I don't know enough about this next headline to really have an opinion yet, but it was about the Tanager Hotel. I know Bevelheimer spoke on behalf of it.
Their funding was raised, I believe, or it's being proposed to be raised from the $500,000 to $1.5 million.
Yeah.
And the reasoning is cost. It cost a lot more than what it did.
Yeah.
So, again, I'm not very well versed on that one either, so I don't really have an opinion yet. I need to read more of David's stories.
Yeah, me too. Also, watch the 54th Street development. Pick, you don't have to pick a side, but just listen to the points that were made. Read the stories. Come up with your own opinion. The stories are very well written. They're not biased, right? I mean, at least in our opinion. Sometimes coffee talk can be, but that's just ladies. We are opinionated, man.
We're drinking coffee.
Yeah. So be sure to tune in to Muddy River News This Week, Muddy River News TV, all the articles that David writes. Everybody works really hard at Muddy River News to bring you the latest and greatest. Just like Celebrations works really hard to bring you the latest and greatest in party and event rental. 1028 Jersey, make sure you stop by here and have a conversation, big or small, any party. They have everything that you need. And it's a family affair, so they will make sure that they get you the best, anything to fit your budget. Anything that you need, and it will be sure to create the perfect day, whether that's your wedding day or just a party day, which, every day should be a party.
This definitely is, you said it's a family affair, it's a labor of love, too. You can see it in everything that that they both have put into this.
Yes.
Detailed.
It's incredible. You don't want to call it a small business because when you walk in, it definitely doesn't feel small. But the level of attention is definitely that you get from an intimate, setting a personal relationship with someone who really does care about your event. So I recommend coming in and talking to Matt, Abby, anybody else at Celebrations. They're all here for you and to make sure that you get exactly what you want for your event, right? So Celebrations 1028. This has been an amazing coffee talk, Brittany. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I look forward to being back here.
I know, me too. We'll be here once a month, right? Sweet. All right, well, I think that does it for today's Coffee Talk.